this is getting old. This is getting old real big. So. Anybody here? Twitch, YouTube? Hello? Bueller? Can't tell if YouTube's actually back on Twitch. I can see my YouTube doesn't look like it's like, oh, okay. Are we actually here on YouTube? Thank God I found the way that we can just continue on the same stream and we don't have to create a new one. This is like the third time in a week that Streamlabs has crashed us. And I don't know if it has to do with me streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, or if my video card is just literally crapping out. Man. That's sure one way to take the wind out of your sails of a live. I almost wonder if it has something to do with the chat box. I'm gonna try to just like leave chat off screen. I wonder if that's like causing some issues here. Really weird. Really weird. Like things are just jittery. Like all my temps are fine. I think it's just like my video card just dying. Oh, how much am I gonna spend on a new GPU? I feel like that's one of my problems on. How's everybody doing tonight? I know I probably sound like completely completely distraught and like depressed right now. But like I'm just having more and more issues here and it's just like triggering. And I think it's all graphics card related. Like I've already been having issues, but like these crashes on the streams are the most annoying thing ever. How's everybody doing tonight? Thirsty, everybody. You'll spend 100% less than an Idle Heroes event. I mean, you're not wrong, really. Yeah, we could just try to stream to one platform, honestly, which will probably just be YouTube. So if you guys are on Twitch, I'll see what's going on. The family's doing all right. Lily, I think might be sick again already, so I think she might keep her from home from like daycare and stuff. PUBG Mobile with the alpha membership. Thank you so much, man. So I was gonna say, for those of you guys that are becoming members, and subscribers on Twitch. I'm gonna be setting a video up that I'm gonna send to members only, telling you guys how you go about configuring your Discord, because I need you guys to join the Discord in order to do the account overhauls, the account reviews, all those things. Yeah, no Twitch plus YouTube chat on screen. I'm wondering if that's part of the reason, Joff, we're just calling you Jeff. Joff. I'm wondering if like the chat is what's part of the reason that's causing it to crash the multi-stream chat. So I'm gonna try just not using it and see if that maybe fixes the issue. Sadly, that means you guys can't necessarily see what the others are saying, but yeah, I'm ready for an account tune up now. We might do a couple before the event. We might do honestly, we'll probably like look at the event on tap, and then once that's live, make sure nothing has changed, and then head on over and do like account tune up stuff. So PUBG Mobile, if you want to send me your information on Discord, and like whether you're iOS or Android and stuff, we could probably get to it tonight. Planning on doing any viewer awakenings for this gala? Yeah, anybody who wants me to do their gala, send me a DM on Discord with your login information and what you want me to do, and then hit me up when you're on one of the lives, because I'm gonna be live streaming tomorrow night on Friday. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we got 4 days coming up. The only day I'm not gonna do it is Saturday, because I'm probably gonna be doing stuff. My name's Jeff, but you can call me Joff. Oh yeah. PUBG says I'm ready for an account tune up. Yeah, I kind of honestly I already miss seeing, like, I always like looking at chat right here. I don't know why. I like looking at it, but it's not there. How are the Crimson guys doing? What do you mean Crimson guys? Like the guild? No. I don't know. But how is everybody else doing tonight? You know how I'm like now downtrodden that I have to like be on a GPU probably. I really don't want to spend money on a GPU, but I think I have to. So what do you guys think about these events? Pretty meh, right? What tier do I need for a tune-up? Technically tier 1s are going to be like more account reviews, Lord Giga. So, I mean, for you it works. Don't worry about it. Just do a simple DM on Discord. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. So this going to 600 is just like, ugh. Oh yeah, Crimson Waffles. Yeah. They're doing good. I think we're in like 5th place in Star Expedition and stuff. So, come on guys, like the stream. Only 3 people have liked it so far. Thanks, John. Is it better to stay on D5 for all your heroes, or start Destiny one of them at a time? I would Destiny transition your main damage dealer, and then Destiny transition the 2 tenants for that hero, so long as they're usable heroes in like Void campaign. What's the main resource for anniversary event? It'll be heroic scrolls. You probably expect to get like 500 given to you over the anniversary event too. So yeah. Level 100 here. Is it worth it to do the event? Nah. Pass. Underworld, what's up, man? What's going on? It won't let me sub to you on tier 3 for some reason. You can't tier 3 on your mobile device. You can only tier 3 on PC. It's really weird. Really weird. Oh, you're in the Crimson Waffles Alliance, Jeff. Cool. What's up, Fire Hazard? What's going on, man? But I honestly hate how this is at 600. Like 600 is just too much, right? They should have made it like 450. 600 is a ridiculous amount of awakening. Like 600 is literally 100 awakenings, pretty much. Pal says, I know, but I'm... Oh, you're not on mobile? Oh, I don't know. That's weird then. I couldn't tell you. I have like 100 scrolls. Yeah, just keep saving up. Oh, Zenith. Gotcha. I'm only planning on doing 300. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to do this on my main account. I don't think I'm doing anything on this event. Like, so here's the thing. Even to go for like 6,000 points here, first you have to spend the 200 here. You're basically going to have to spend the 200 on value packages, which is the sucky part, because the only way to get to 1,000 points in this event, you got to do all your wishing coins, you got to do all your soul awakenings, and then on top of that, you need to literally do like 300 pickaxes, which so annoying. How long do you think before we get a summoning session? I thought it was gonna be this month. Literally, so we had one December, we had one October, and we had one August. So those are all like 2-month intervals. I don't know what the one before that one was. I didn't look that far back. But like we had it August, October, December. They were all 2 months apart. Now this is already going to be the 3rd month, and I can't imagine we have multiple galas in the same month. Do you think we will? I feel like this is our one solo week. Well, technically this is February, so maybe they shove another one towards the middle end of March. I don't know, because all the other ones were like mid of the month, so it was like mid. It would have been like last week or something for February. I don't know. Which is the best transcendence to help Aspen with Valkyrie campaign? Oh man, Valkyrie is really cool. Probably someone else that can help Burst. Wait, am I tripping, or did we get a Valentine's Day event yet? Yeah, it was just part of the Chinese New Year event. It was just lumped together. Yeah. But yeah, even as like a spender, like you got to go after pickaxes, which is a horrible investment. Like, pickaxes don't give anything, like at all. Sucks. Are you gonna choose who gets the tune-up? It's just gonna be random when we have time. Because we just started streaming again, though, we do have a lot of member and subscriber ones to do, so we will get to them, I promise. If I have to, I'll just start slotting in the free ones every night, try to do like one of them a night. Just if it gets too backed up with the paid ones, I might still slot in some free ones and stuff. Pickaxe funded events are lame. Oh yeah, this is why every time we have Starlight Melody, I think we had Starlight Melody in December that was like this. When it's the easiest Starlight Melody is Profit Orb week, because that's already 640 points for doing an 8 times loop. That makes getting the rest of the way so simple. This is a trap event. This is a bait event. You guys should not do it. You should not do it. Barry, have you read the text for Melody yet? Consume profit orbs. Wait. The text says that? They probably just copy and pasted from last month. Hold on, let me actually, I didn't actually read the English translation. Yeah, consume profit orbs, honey stars, and aurora stars. Ah, good old copy and paste. Yeah, I don't read those things anymore. Is there a running list of some sort of subscriber account reviews? There will be, Cook. Trust me. I just need this weekend to get it set up. Thirsty says I'm just gonna do some summons. Yeah, we're gonna do Awakening. So again, if you guys want us to do Awakenings, you don't need to be a member or anything like that. Prioritize them, of course. All right, yeah, cool. I got your. Yeah, just let me know. Oh wait, you're 420. PUBG Mobile, you're 420. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was your YouTube handle. Huh. Okay, cool. Yeah, for the account reviews, do I subscribe on YouTube tier 3? For an account review, it can just be a tier 1 sub anywhere. If you want like more of an overhaul where we actually do some changes and test them out and stuff, then that's when you kind of need to do the tier 3. But you can do it on YouTube, you can do it on Twitch, wherever. You can like upgrade, because you're already, I think, like a tier 1 sub, right? Yeah, you're a tier 1 sub, Fire Hazard. So if you just upgrade it on Twitch to a tier 3, you don't have to get like a whole separate membership or anything. Either one will get you access to our Discord server account tune-up list, so that's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a letdown. I just don't even know if I'm gonna do it this week. I honestly don't think I am. Especially since these are just like, they're not even festival chests. Already played Warcraft Rumble? Yeah, I did like during the beta. I don't like the new version. I like the beta version was very minimal spending. Now it's just like you can spend to the roof. It's yeah, the beta of Warcraft Rumble ruined the launch of it for me. You're going for 300, it makes sense. Like 600, like doing an extra like 50 awakenings is not worth going for these, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, at that point, the 2024 treasures aren't even good either, Cooked. You're 100% right. 4 cube you sent a DM as well. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, PUBG, cool. I just didn't know 420 was your handle on Discord and stuff. That's cool to see. Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing, is technically you don't have to go all in on this event. You can just, like, if you're gonna spend 200, you can just get like some of these. You don't have to go crazy and try for all 6. But like, if you do go for all 6, that's 1.2 million scattered spirit band. That is a ton right there, like an absolute ton. So yeah, let's jump over to tap and patiently wait. Oh no, I have chat up. I'm gonna turn chat off just to make sure. I just don't want it to crash for some reason. When does the new event start? In about an hour. This event has better spending value than most events. Oh yeah, that's very true. As far as spending goes, if you have saved resources, like, it actually is a really good spender event. Are we still in tier 3 tune-ups, or have we moved on to tier 1? We're kind of mixing on both of them depending on who's here when we're live. Yeah, and honestly, this event's not even worth going for, because there's not even a B+ stump. Like, it's not a Soul Awakening session. It's just a gala. Yeah, going for the core chest, especially if you want to build Patricia up as like your main damage dealer, then yeah, that would 100% make sense. That would make a whole bunch of sense. Man, I can't wait to keep streaming every night though. I hope our audience grows, because right now we're getting like 50 to 70 on YouTube every stream, and then we're getting like 20 to 30 on Twitch. I can't wait. Do you guys think we can actually, like, because if you remember back in our heyday on Twitch, we were pulling like 300 to 400 average concurrent viewers daily on our streams. Granted, we were doing them much earlier in the day, so it was better for like EU people and stuff, but like, I'm hoping we can get higher numbers. And my hope is that because we're regularly streaming, people know when to tune in as well. It's not like the random ones we were doing for a while there. You can use my stones today if you want. I don't mind. Did you say PUBG, can you just type in the Discord message what you want me to use, who you want me to summon for, and all that stuff? Just kind of be a little more descriptive on what you want, so when we do get to it, I'm not scratching my head. Weekend streams might help. Yeah, that could be too. I'm definitely gonna do a Sunday stream, like at night, like around this time. It's just I wish I could do it earlier in the day. I just can't. It's not something I can do. Dang, 3 years following. Nice. TV, Nvidia Shield on YouTube, phone on Twitch. Means nothing to me, but helps you. Yeah, right, Leaf. Definitely. Someone's going crazy on the hearts on the YouTube chat. It's just spamming it. Oh man. Oh, Powell had a 1-up you. 3 years, 24 days. Oh no, that's actually less. That's a month less. Never mind. I actually helped you pick your first trans when I started playing. Nice. Oh, you didn't hear what you said? Are you Fire Hazard? Are you talking about like the subscription thing? So since you're already a tier 1 sub, if you're looking for like a full account tune-up and everything, you can just upgrade your Twitch to a tier 3. You don't need to also become a member on YouTube. That's not something you need to do. You can just upgrade your one to a tier 3. Simple. Wait, I just got first Somber Egg on my second account. Use it, and I still have one. I even restarted the game. Maybe you got one from like the dailies or something like that. Because even if you don't go into Void Arc, if you do like your smash of dailies, it'll give you the egg from the Void Arc. How far down the list for the account tune-up? There's like 3 or 4 ahead of you, Mark. But again, you move up the list if you're at the live. Like, if people are higher in the list in order, but they're not live, they're going to get bumped back behind people that are live. So the more you're live, the faster you're going to get your tune-up, honestly. You should rewatch one of your first videos for a laugh. I remember how stiff you were on camera. Yeah. Took me like 8 months before I even got a video camera. a webcam. Yep. Oh, Lord Gaga, you haven't been following for anything. When will account review start? After we check out the events. So in about 15 minutes, the event should go live. We're going to just make sure everything's good. And then we're going to do some account reviews. We're going to do some soul awakenings for people, all that fun stuff. So I think I messed up my count. I regressed my Eloise to do Glory Challenge, but didn't make it to Origin 5. I mean, you can at least get the Origin 3 stuff, but it's not even Origin 5. It's like you have to get to level 120. Like you get to Origin 5 level 100, that doesn't give you the bonus rewards. You have to make it to 120, which is a huge investment. Do you know who Tartarus has been? Nah, he's probably one of our oldest live. You know, Tartarus is like our first ever donator, $1 on YouTube. Awesome. Do you have a video showing an order to make DTG? I mean, what heroes to prioritize? I'm pretty sure I do, but I'll have to look. Or Vitor. Oh, you were just waiting for one from the Void Arc? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got lucky. Maybe you bugged out. I watch all the new guys that start doing idle heroes. A lot of them abandon it. Yeah, because they feel like they'd get a lot of traction quick, but it's not as easy as you guys think. Like it really isn't. Number one, it's hard to even have like a voice that is like capable of it. There's a lot of people talk and I used to do that a ton, but I don't know about you. Whenever I watch someone that's just constantly, it kills it for me because it gets very monotone too. I've been trying to be consistent on YouTube Idle Heroes content. Well, there's not a lot. There's not a lot to talk about. Yeah. So did the Star Expedition meta change, or is it still Vesta Aspen? It's still the same, but now sub 100, the strategy has changed away from like the Olivia, the Heart Watcher, all that, and now you're going for Phantom Fire Lana with a level 8 core. Quick question. In your opinion, how far is a free-to-play player with 3 trans hero can get in campaign? My damage dealer has about 5.4 million attack. 3 transcendence heroes can take you through like chapter 3, honestly. It just depends on what other power you have, if you do any treasure train stuff, all that other nonsense. Feels weird being a longtime player listening into kids playing it. Oh yeah. I mean, the good majority of our viewer base is older. Like I think the majority of players that watch our content are like 25. I mean, most are 25 plus, but I'd say the biggest group is like the 30 to 45 range. Like most people are 30 to 45 that watch our content. Conversely, most people that watch like MK's content is like 18 to 24. But I will say, like, it's crazy to think because like 2 years ago, we were averaging like 40 to 50,000 views a day. Now we're down to like, we're lucky if we get like 20,000 a day. It's crazy how our viewership has halved, even though we have like triple the subscriber count. It's just people who are subscribed aren't watching Idle Heroes content. So I'm in the void now and can make 2 trans heroes. What should they be? Aspen and Scarlet Queen Halora is the best answer. The second answer is like Doom Terminator Vulcan and Doppelganger Natalia, but that strategy is a little harder to. Scarlet Queen Halora over PDE. I like Scarlet Queen Halora better personally. I guess it just depends on what. If you want to prioritize like more ceiling progress, then of course Phantom Fire Lane is a better one. But Scarlet Queen Halora will give you more stats to your Transcendent hero because she's a ranger versus a priest is going to give less stats as a tenant. I got your Fire Hazard. It makes sense. 44 here, 21, 20, 50. Cool. Yeah, definitely. Scarlet Queen Halora boosts your damage and survivability in combat as well, not only just the tenant buffs, but PvE does have some cool buffs as well for D. But yeah, I mean, if you're an early game player, you really shouldn't be caring about PvP at all. Like you should be, honestly. What should I do? Fourth Transcendence Hero with Lord of Fear Aspen as my main. It depends. If you're able to get a core of Origin, then I'd say you could go for like a primary core on a Therapist Blood Betty. If you can't afford to go any cores of Origin, I'd pick someone more along the lines like Mystic Fairy Freya, Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok, something like that. A support hero. I just ignore whale content, nothing to learn from it. Couple years away from that, and that's the other thing. I think that's another reason why like viewership has dropped, because back in the
I love when people showcase my account. MK did a couple account reviews on it, and I can't wait for you to see it.
Oh yeah,
Smiley face.
That actually scared me a little bit. That was really loud. That was the 5,000 biddy one. So Soul scared me the other day too, because he did the 10,000. I think if somebody ever does the 100,000 biddy one again, I'll probably lose. But yeah, I love doing account reviews for people too. But yeah, that was a nice 50 bomb pal. Thank you so much, man. You did not have to do that. Aren't you already like a tier 3 sub too? No, you're just a tier 1. It's the same thing. It's better. The nice thing about bits is every bit you give, the streamer gets 100% of it, whereas every subscription you get, you only get 50%. So, Legend says, I'd Therapist Blood Betty and push VC as far as possible. Then after Chapter 5, go Mystic Fairy Freya. I've been 4 trans and experimented with both. Therapist Blood Betty seems better, even if you can't 1-star core and get Mirror Artifact for her. Yeah, Legend, I've seen actually, I've been testing out Betty accounts, like where you put Betty in as your 4th or 5th Transcendence hero just with a Rui Scepter, and it kind of works out good still. Should my 3rd Transcendence hero be PDE if my first are Lord of Fear Aspen and Scarlet Queen Laura? Absolutely, Josh, yes. And yeah, we really need a core swap event. Like, I think I am a good candidate to say that we need a Core of Origin swap event. You see how many unused Cores of Origin I have chilling here. With IHP, HHA, Doppelganger, Natalia start, what should I go next? I honestly probably still Betty, yeah. Like, I have 6 noble cores that are just not being used. That looks like the account I just got rid of. The thirsty. Yeah, we could use an event. I've been asking for it constantly. We'll just see. Maybe anniversary will get lucky or something like that. I don't know. Someone did a big tier sub. I missed out. No, it was a big bit donation on Twitch. It was the 5,000 bit donation, which was freaking crazy by Powell. Again, thank you guys very much. Especially, okay, number one, of course, I have all the medical bills now to pay for Lily last week hospital visit. She's good now. She's a little sniffly today, which I think she might be getting another sickness. Staying home tomorrow, which means tomorrow night we'll be doing another live stream. But yeah, with all these video issues, I think I have to buy another graphics card anyway. So anything that is donated in the next week is most likely going straight to the new graphics card. I don't know what graphics card I'm getting yet. Get something. Leaf's been playing longer than Barry been on YouTube. The rat days. Oh yeah, for sure. Not even core swap. We need a way to get rid of used ones. Yeah, that's kind of true. Because a swap event would probably be really hard to do if you have like a 3-star. Be expensive. This says, so if I go Betty next, do I use IHP and Betty as homeowners, or I use AHP as a tenant Betty? On that type of account, I would probably let Patricia be your main damage dealer, your main tenant, or your main homeowner. Want to try my Aspen Dungeon Run? Yeah, we could probably do that too, PUBG. We said that last year too for a core swap event. I know. Yeah, we've already crashed like 2 times, Tinker. Like we've already crashed at the beginning of the stream twice. So annoying. But again, I think it might be the dual chat I have on the screen, so that's why I don't have chat up. I'm trying to see if that is what maybe is causing some of the crashes, and maybe it's not my graphics card, but I know I'm having some sort of weird graphics card glitches, so. And yeah, they'd make it so you can only swap a primary core, not a noble core for sure. Yeah, you can't build crazy anymore. And that's what I was going to say is like nowadays, I feel like a lot of my videos aren't getting as many views too, because like even though it's Sealand content, Number one, it's impossible to emulate two accounts with the same power level because of things like Treasure Train, Soul Awakenings. There's so much variability in power of heroes. Cloud Island, it's hard to emulate it. Whereas back in the day, 2020, 2021, knowing how to get the C lane 20 and 25, it was like a cookie cutter build. These are the heroes you build. This is the level of each hero. 6-star Aspen, 10-star carry, 4 baby Amon Raz. That is what you needed for anybody's account. As long as you had your guild tech, which was easy to get, it was like cookie cutter across the board. Everybody could emulate it. Nowadays, it's like we're up to C-Lane 40. Like, besides spenders, who's even going to be getting there? Like, in the next year or two. It's crazy. Yeah, remember when 1 million attack Sword Flash was like the go-to for Void Vortex? Yeah, not even Wreck can get 40 now. Yeah, it's crazy. They did future proof it, which I think is a really good thing. I hate, honestly, when we get content and like day one we just beat it. It's so boring when something comes out. But the downside of that too is that like it means it's unobtainable for like an average player. Like it's way unobtainable until we get another new power system, and then you can kind of slowly leapfrog back up. And yeah. How's your Betty account had a while ago? Oh, that's a funny story. So, remember when I did the video a couple months ago about let's be real, stop spend. I like don't spend if you cannot afford to spend. Let's be honest. This is a ridiculously expensive game for those who spend it and everything. But if you can afford to do it with free, like with your income, go for it. Even me, I've like slowed way down on my spending because it's like I don't want to spend above my means. And what happened was that Betty account was basically someone that was definitely spending above their means, and it got to the point where they just had to cold turkey quit so that they didn't like keep spending. And sometimes you just have to hard quit because it's too hard to not spend. If you like, it's a slippery slope. Like this week, it's like, oh, I'll spend $100 for like the 3 times, and it's like, well, if I spend another $100, I get the 6 times multiplier, and that's way better. And it's just, yeah. The downside is I literally bought the Betty copy on that account for like 25, 30,000 starry gems, and then I didn't get them back at the end of it. Do a viewer funded account. It's too hard to do that, really. I was gonna do it for a while. Maybe now that we're streaming more often, we can consider it. But yeah. Underworld says, gotta head out, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you, man. Oh, I appreciate the support, man. I really do. I got free to play a couple months ago because I got dragged in too deep. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the one thing I like about some of my other games, like if you guys even see my Eternal Evolution content, I only make like a couple of videos a week on it. But the nice thing is when you like if you whale hard at the beginning, it kind of carries you throughout the rest of the game because you get very high rankings in all the events, which give you tons of rewards. And I haven't spent outside of an SP hero in like 6-7 months, and I'm still like one of the top on my server group. Like really cool. Idle Heroes, not so much how that works. How can I upgrade my subscription to 3 months? No, not 3 months, to a tier 3. So there's different tiers of subs, Fire Hazard. There's tier 1 that you're at, and then there's tier 2 and tier 3. I don't think you can do it on mobile. You should be able to go to like the resub or something like that button on like the browser, and it should let you give you an option to upgrade it. Hey Barry, right now I have Star Swordsman Mockman, Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok, and Scarlet Queen Laura. Who do you think you recommend as the 4th? Yeah, we're just on the tap server right now. We're just waiting for the update. We want to check out the update, then we're gonna do some viewer stuff. Oh, actually, it might already be out on tap. Cool. Luke says, Barry, are you getting burnt out on Idle Heroes yet? Not really. I think people are getting burnt out on watching the content since a lot of it becomes relatable nowadays. It's so hard to relate to stuff. Star Swordsman Mockman. I would go Blood Queen Arania, honestly, and just get another tenant going. Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok, Blood Tide Queen Arania, probably. Because, like, you definitely want Transcendence tenants. That's the best upgrade you can do. Who should I transcend first? If you have an Eloise account, you should go for like a Fairy Queen Vessa or Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok. That's your first Transcendence. But keep all of your power, your Stellar Shards, everything into your Eloise and her Tenants. Yeah, it's not a new account. It's just an account I sit on so I can look at stuff on TapTap. I unlocked the gem reward, so essentially VIP 1. Yeah, it's funny because technically you get to VIP 1 without, like, you can spend, like, you can buy this, like, monthly right here and not hit VIP 1 badge. Alright, so we got Mysterious Invitation coming up. Events. Everything looked normal here. Got Yorm Tum in it. Wishing Coins is the same. Moonlight Gift. Yeah, that all looks identical. This is highway robbery. This should be much, much higher. Soul Contract is light and dark, and then 5 points. One. See, what they really need to do is they need to make this Wishing Fountain event not draw 10 times for 1 point. Like, okay, let's try to figure out a nice number. I think you should be able to do this, all this free to play, and the Soul Awakenings, and that should get you to 1,000. So what would that be? If you're going to do, let's just say the 300 point mark. 300 point mark is what? 300 divided by 5.5 average. It's like 55. So 55 times 5, that's 275. You're going to do about 160 pickaxes for 35. So you should be able to get 565 from this. So 2160, 565. So they should really make this every 3 or every 4 wishes. Or, I mean, if they really want you to go a little crazier on some other stuff, I could understand them doing it for every 5 draws. But, like, every 10 is so stupid. You can only get 216? Like, that's just ridiculous. What would you do if they dropped a soul session and changed the awakening to a B+ stone? I mean, that would be amazing. Sadly, they're not going to do that because there's no Soul Awakening session. But yeah, basic points, you can get up to 1,000. They're really good. So if you're a spender, this is probably one of the best spending events around. Because for essentially 200 bucks, which most likely you need to spend right here, you need to buy like 2 of these because that gives you another 160 pickaxes. If you do 160 extra pickaxes, let's actually do the math here. So you have the 6 times, you want to get to 1,000 points. You have an extra 160. So what did I say? 216 from Wishing Fountain plus 160 plus 160 is 536. But then you're also getting another 1060 plus 70. In reality, every floor is going to get you like 2 more pickaxes. So let's just add like another 20 to that. Brings you to 626. After that Soul Awakening, so let's subtract that by 1,000. You need 374 points. Divide that by 5. 75 Awakenings. So if you're a spender, this is going to be like one of the greatest spender events you've ever seen as far as rewards go. For these, like to get Scattered Spirit Vein and a Divine Reward Gems, this is going to be one of the cheapest ones to max out an event. It's literally 200 bucks and you're there. But again, you're really going to need the extra pickaxes. These pickaxes are definitely going to be required. That, or you just do a ton of extra wishing coins that are completely wasted. Then on top of that, okay, so it's got the hero merch, retro gaming. Got like, you can go for like the MAME and max that out, so that's pretty good. So free to play, this absolutely sucks. Spender, probably one of the best events we've ever seen, to be honest. Garkin, yeah, Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok's perfectly to get, but keep him as a support role. He's not going to become your main damage dealer. Yeah, so I mean, this is definitely a hard pass for free to play, which kind of sucks, but Kinda is what it is. It kinda is what it is. So we're gonna have to wait to get on PUBG's account. So where was Powell? Did you want me to jump on your account tonight? Are you still here, Powell, on Twitch? You want me to jump on your account tonight and do like your account tune-up type thing since you did that big dono and everything? Yeah, non-session means non-participant. Can I check your fantasy arcade like on here? You talking about on like Tap Tap? I don't really do. I don't really play this. Oh, my normal account. I mean, I don't really do it. I don't really participate in that, so sorry, I can't really do it. I sound a little quiet. I might just be too far away from the mic. I got my levels all the way up. Like literally my levels are to the roof. Oh, you think you stole from me? Yeah, I haven't done it since the day it came out. Yeah, I have not done it. I'm here. I'd like you to take a look. Okay, cool. Can you message me and let me know what your Discord handle is? Send me a DM on Discord, and that would be awesome. I realize it's late where you are. Yeah, it's 7:30 at night. We'll be on. We're gonna stream for like another hour here, so we're gonna jump on probably a couple people's accounts. 420, we might have to do yours tomorrow, depending on when the update comes out. But we'll see if we can do it tonight. Your Discord's the same. Oh, I see you. Yeah, send me over your information, and whether it's iOS or Android, and we'll jump on. Does that sound good? And then next week is Carnival and Shelter Mission. Bad. Fresh banana. I have not a clue what I have. Wait, what time is it for you? I thought you were in Florida. Yeah, 7:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I should run some pre-void unlock server. Let us go back to making crazy teams while still. Honestly, I would play a locked like E5 server, to be honest. I'd literally pay like a monthly cost for it, to be fair. I probably would. Oh, you thought you heard 11:38? Yeah, no. But yeah, we'll just see what time it is when we get it live, because if it's pushing like 8:10 or something like that, I don't want to start it if I can't finish it. So yeah, I think your mic mute threshold might be a little too high. It might be. It's been a while since I've updated my filters. Let me actually check my threshold. The noise gate. Yeah, I probably have it a little too high. Let me see. If I talk really quiet, it cuts out a little here and there. What if I talk a little more? I mean, it cuts out once in a very while, but it really helps not pick up background noise most of the time when I'm recording. So all MMORPGs do it. Warcraft, or I'm playing Season of Discovery Warcraft, and that's part of the reason why I kind of have to leave tonight, because I got my raid for Nomergon tonight. So yeah, I got my fist weapon last week. Oh, I'm gonna pump the damage, man. Sometimes you cut out. Okay, I'll mess with the threshold then, the noise gate, because I have a compressor, noise gate, and noise suppression. I'll have to tweak it a bit, see what works out. I was making dinner and missed it. Are we awakening this week or no? Nah, nothing good this week. We just 6 of 6 it. Nice. We've got 6 of 6 done the first week. It was difficult. It was like 20 wipes on the last boss, but we finally got it. Wait, I missed it. What are you doing raids on tonight? Oh, doing raids on World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. You sent the logs. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Let me jump off of here. Make sure information is shared. We'll quick foul. What are you looking for? Just a quick account review type thing? Advice, things like that. You got a powerful account, which is nice to see. It is nice to see. And do you want to talk on Discord or do you want to talk on Twitch? It's cool wherever. I can watch wherever. Yeah, it's going to make a lot of people level Alt Schmidt. I might stream it on Twitch tonight. So those of you guys that are on Twitch, you might be able to hang around after this stream. And I might start up and just do like a YouTube or a Twitch stream. I'm not going to do it on YouTube, just Twitch. What time does the event start? It starts probably in like 15 to 30 minutes. So yeah, that's cool. So you're just looking for like general advice and everything. Looks like you got a double householder set up. You're gonna make me re-download Twitch too. I mean, I don't want to put World of Warcraft content on my Idle Heroes channel, to be honest. You just want to see if I have any mistakes or anything like that. Okay, cool. We can do that. Yeah, we'll probably get a couple of account reviews in tonight. We're gonna try to run through them. Destiny, send me a new DM so you bump to the top of the list. Anybody who's here tonight, especially with a tier 3 sub, send me a message on Discord saying that you're here. And then I'll try to get to them, and then some. Well, nah, I've never even looked at Helldivers at all. So okay, we are on Powell's account here on Twitch. Now, this is a very endgame account, as you guys can see with the off-centered VIP. I don't think a single VIP badge is centered properly. Let's take a look. 10 doesn't look horrible. 9's off. A's off. 7 kind of looks okay. 6 is off center. 5's way off center. 4's off center. 3 is good too. Okay, the 1, 2, and 3 badges are good. That's something I've come to learn. Yeah, that just looks really weird. But what we have is a very end game account too, and being VIP 11, if you spend properly, you can get some pretty good progress. Now immediately we see something really good, and that is a Giant Killer Lord of Fear Aspen. Crit damage, Giant Killer to fire, very good for damage. The attack roll is low, but I'm guessing you got this as a budget purchase somewhere. You found it on the auction house for not a ridiculous price. And he is chilling at 37 million attack. So this is a very, very powerful Lord of Fear Aspen. Honestly, it's almost as strong as mine on my main account. Looks like we have him, yep, all the way up to Destiny Transition 5. So we're close to Polystar. Yeah, we're working our we're actually really close on this account to getting Temple 10 to get your Nirvana hero. We got 1, 2, 3. We just need one more hero leveled up, right? And my guess is, yep, you're almost there too. You just need a little bit more Scattered Spirit Vein. Oh wait, no, this is only to upgrade to level 9. Oh, that sucks. 9. This is the worst upgrade right here. Going from level 8 to level 9 literally gets you nothing. It doesn't get you a new tier unlock. It doesn't get you another Divine Power Star. It's just the must-do thing between going to 9 and 10. 10's good because number 1, you get a new Divine Power gem, and then you get to build your Nirvana hero. So keep working towards it. Honestly, this week's event might not be a bad one for you to go for. We do have a lot of Starry Gems that we convert into contract Starry Gems, so doing the 600 points is not that difficult for you. You have the wishing coins. So yeah, that's going to be part of what we're talking about here today is if you do want to take the time, it's not showing up right now, so we can't show it. But if you buy like 2 of the $100 value packs this week that have the mithril pickaxes, you go ahead, you do all your soul awakenings, you do your wishing coins. This is going to be a huge boost to an account like this. So if you are going to go, do you think you are, pal, going to go 200 in on this event? Because if you are, that's could be a lot of progress. You do have a ton of X stones. You actually have a ton of resources. Get those X stones going on tenants or something like that. We take a look at your island here. It looks like everything is pretty proper here. Perfect tenant setup. I love exactly what you're doing here. I imagine this is your second most powerful. And again, very good job on your tenant building and stuff. Of course, you know, Azrael eventually. You could go for Tusilago just because she does have a skin that has attack. So, yeah. Oh, you did go free to play a couple months ago. Yeah. Then just continue saving. You even have a third slot maxed out. And oh, kind of like a fourth. My guess is you have these heroes in here to go for something for like Star Expedition. But yeah, this is a very solid account. And honestly, build order is really good. I love accounts to go for Lord of Fear Aspen. And then as their secondary damage dealer, you just get as strong of a Doom Terminator Vulcan as possible. Even if you don't have Giant Killer, nowadays with the power that you get from this Divine Power Gap in Void Campaign, this is a huge boost because you're essentially getting Giant Killer from this Destiny transition. It's literally what's going on here. So yeah, build order, hero order, everything about this I feel like is exactly perfect. Let's take a look and see what your artifacts look like actually. Your artifacts are what? This one? Yeah. So we got the lucky candy bars for Star Expedition strategies. We got some there. Yep, we got a bunch of those crowns, which are perfect. One Rui, a bunch of mirrors. Yeah, looking like a very perfect situation. I really like it. The only thing that really differentiates the power on an account like this is going to be the treasure train to see what type of secondary stats we have. Now you're getting close. You got a lot of treasure train tickets, and you do have a lot of treasure crystals, which is good. And you have, I mean, man, you're up there competing with my account. Even though you don't have as many giant killers, the overall power of the account is very similar. We have the crit damage. That's good. Let's take a look at the key treasures here. So you have a 3-star Easter Bunny basket. That's good. You got 5-star on both of these. That is really good. This one could be stronger, but again, damage reduction isn't one you necessarily need to go for. You have the maxed out Sweet Slumber, which is perfect because you get that holy damage, which is amazing. I did something similar with the balloons here, getting raw stats. And yeah, Christmas looks pretty solid as well. And you're getting the entire bonus here, getting that, which is awesome. I imagine, yeah, this is where it starts to fall off since you decided you weren't going to be spending as much either. So this looks pretty good. You actually have more treasures and forgotten artifact than even me. I think even your hero token is stronger than mine. The only thing I'm probably, yeah, I've got a stronger retro gaming and probably, no, actually, I think you might beat me out on hero merch too. I don't know. It's a close one, but that is a lot of power that is coming from the treasure train. I imagine you're at 35 on like everything. Forest is a tough one because really most people only have Mystic Fairy Freya, and without a giant killer in Destiny transition, it does get hard to push. And it looks like you did push into 36 with the newest update this week. So, I mean, pal, I think this is just cookie cutter exactly what you want to do and how you want to build towards it. Now, of course, not running Transcendence flags on these two heroes when you actually want them usable in combat. Throwing something like a Golden Crown on is a nice little middle ground because you're getting that extra 75% damage reduction, while also still giving a decent amount of stats. It will drop his attack a little bit, but honestly, it's not too bad. Keep him going with the might setup and all that fun stuff, and you should be in a good spot. Now, let's check your resources out. 1.2, so you're ways away, and yeah, you don't really have many stellar shards. You don't have any resources really saved up. Okay, you do have a lot of chests, but no extra sublimation or Cores of Origin. So let's just take one look here. Maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. Looks like all your heroes that you use are maxed out, so that's perfect there. Yeah, just going for that Scattered Spirit Vein. So I mean, if you've gone free to play, I don't want to tempt you this week. Please stay free to play. But if you guys are interested in what an account should look like without like my account having all these extra giant killers and all these random heroes, this is pretty good. Oh, you actually do have 2 core chests. Not too bad. Yeah, save those up, see what you want to do. But it looks like even yeah, level 100, she's getting ready to become Destiny transition as well, and she will be an amazing addition to your team. So as soon as you need to create another hero for your temple, I would probably pick Natalia. Natalia is just very, very very strong. And then it's even going to boost your Doom Turner Velkin. So really, really awesome account. There's not much to say as far as what to do on. Oh my god, Lord Gega with the tier 3 again. But this time, he's a tier 3 over on Twitch. What's up, man? Forgot we have different stuff on Twitch. Yeah, if you had any other questions, let me know. It looks like you're on the perfect path, and it's probably because you've had MK look at it before, and he gives some really good advice on accounts and stuff. So, what do you think about camping like hollow bosses and stuff? Let's see what your campaign's at. Oh yeah, your campaign. Yeah, no, you're probably stuck on the Valkyrie wave. Yeah, the only way you're getting past this is just more raw power. Simple as that. This is the biggest stopping point. My hope is when they come out with Chapter 8, they nerf Chapter 7, much like when Chapter 7 came out, they nerfed Chapter 6. Because this is just the biggest block on anybody's account. Everybody who's in a similar power level is stuck right there. Void Horde, like, it doesn't really matter. Just push to wherever you're at. It's not a big deal. It's just push wherever you can. And then, of course, bosses. We got 10 of 10, 10 of 10, 8 of 10. You should definitely be able to beat this boss. There is a very specific setup I used. I would go check out and see my video that I did. I don't remember off the top of my head what I did, but I had a very specific setup that I was using, pal, and I cleared it out. I wonder if I can find it real quick. Well, I have the video link of my kill, so that might help. I'll link it for anybody who's looking for it in both chats. That's the link to my 3-10 kill. And I'm pretty sure in that video, I talk about a very specific change. I know I did something very, very specific with how I built my team. If you follow that, it'll be good. I feel like I was close, but I just couldn't get it done. You have a very similar power level to what I had when I got it done. So you probably can get it done. I'm pretty sure I didn't use my Yormtum or anything. It was literally the Lord of Your Aspen setup that you have. Go watch that video. So you know what? Take a look at it. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back when it comes to 11 stars into Mystic Fairy Freya. Now, sadly, like we discussed yesterday, there's certain heroes you don't Destiny transition because of the way their skills work. One of them is Mystic Fairy Freya. However, what this is giving you're gonna have to swap it around. Where we didn't have any divine stars, the enemy had divine stars. I think that is pretty much the only. And you'll see here the difference was I had a Destiny transition my two heroes that I needed to use. So what I would probably do if I was you, what I would do is take the Destiny transition off. It does take 10 soul symbols to do it, and let's see what you got. You got 75, so you have some wiggle room. Take it off of him and take it off of Betty and put it onto Natalia and put it onto Freya. If you do that change, you should have the survivability on your team. But again, watch my video because it was a very specific, like the second I did that, I went from not able to clear it to winning. Definitely get that done. That is like probably the most important thing. Let me know how it goes if you do test it out. But that's, out of the whole thing that we just did, that's probably the best piece of advice I can give an account in a long time. My problem with that is the Stellars. Well, yeah, but what I'm saying here is on this account, you need to regress this stuff. You need, because you're not using Betty, so just regress this here and regress this here, and then put all that power onto these two heroes over here. If you put it onto these two heroes, you'll get the win most likely. At least 3-9. I don't know about 3-10, but you should be able to get there. Yeah, but you'll get stellar shards back from these destiny transitions. The most important thing is just getting destiny transition unlocked. I guess if you don't have a core, no, you got the core. You should get enough stellar shards from regressing the destiny transition to get you there. You just won't get them to the higher stars. You'll just get them at their their first or second destiny transition. Like in this case, she's destiny transition 3. You might only get her to destiny transition 1. And same with Vulcan, he's like 4. You might only get her to level 2, like Freya to 2 or something like that. But getting the divine power gems is the most important part about this, hands down. So don't worry, because it's gonna be a little bit of a growing pain. You might need to swap heroes around, but again, so what happens is when you do that, of course, you're then gonna have 120 on these heroes, which means when you do swap it back, you're not gonna have as much. But at the same time, you're gonna be getting more resources if that's what's holding you back. I mean, you're gonna get what, 14 and 15. You're gonna get like close to 30, which is 6 more divine. You're gonna get a ton of extra stellar shards too, like 1,000,000 stellar shards off of this, and then you're gonna be getting like 250-ish thousand here. So yeah, you don't have to do it right away. Try to save up a little more stellar so it's not as bad, because what's going to happen is when you do transfer it over to these 2 heroes and then transfer it back, you're not going to get as high of destiny transition back on the original 2, Betty and Vulcan, because you're doing that swap until you get more. So take your time if you want, but yeah. You should play new games with subscribers like Helldivers or something. I might do that in the future. Why is the event not here yet? It's just not time. It is not time, but yeah, that's my advice for you. I'm putting all my stellar into the new hero because she's tenant for Betty. I mean, you could also just regress that hero for the time being and use those resources, then rebuild stuff. Like that's another thing too. But you can wait. There's no rush or anything like that for sure. Absolutely no rush for doing that type of stuff. Oh, Carl. All right, let's jump over to Destiny Pro. Destiny Pro. You're still here, right? Try to get at least one more account tune up in. Hopefully we can get 2 more done before we gotta head out. I want to try to get Destiny Pro and Mark. See if I can get Mark done tonight. Are you iOS Destiny Pro? Ah, you are. Okay. My bad. I didn't see that. Is it still charged good? The real Corbin gifting a sub to Beast XB. There you go. Make sure you say thank you. You know what it is. We're up to 39 subs on Twitch. Nice. Remember back in the day when we had like 750? Yeah. That was a dream. So yeah, I'm going to try to get Destiny Pro and Mark done tonight if possible. Mark, did you send me a new updated information on Discord? If not, just like type hi or something just so it bumps you up my list. Newest. To the newest. Oh, looks like the update's going live on our main servers now. PUBG, are you able to come by tomorrow, PUBG? I'd like to take my time on your account, especially for going for 600 points. Like that's a lot of Soul Awakenings. I don't want to rush. I want to make sure we enjoy your account, to be honest. Fat boy the guy, what's up, man? You just did cool. I was gonna regress Holmes Young, but he's such a good damage dealer against high bosses. Yeah, that's fine. There's like no rush on doing something like that. You're good for now, Dan. That's not a bad strategy. And yeah, B's got that gifted sub. Thank you so much, man. I want to do my awakenings tonight, or should I save them for another stream? 4Cubed, we're gonna do them on Friday night and Sunday night mainly. But if you guys are willing to wait, we're gonna do them. We're basically gonna do awakenings and account reviews on Friday night, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday night. I don't know if we'll do Wednesday, but again, we got 4 nights coming up this week that we're gonna do streams. So, and it feels so good to do this many streams again, doesn't it, guys? I like having like almost a daily stream. I think basically Wednesday nights and Saturday nights are gonna be the 2 nights I usually don't stream. And that's just because Wednesday night, I don't want to do Wednesday night because I wake up at like 4 a.m. to do the news videos on Thursday, which would mean I'm going to bed at like 11 o'clock and then waking up at 3. That's just doesn't sound fun for my old self now. I'm too old for that ish, man. I'm just too old for that ish. iPhone. To hide this chat box as well. Don't want the chat box to mix. As 10 gifted subs. My goodness. How I will say I appreciate it. You don't need to do that, but I appreciate it. Hey, Barry loves helping Reed. Reed actually got a sub out of that. Cool. Reed's not here tonight, but he got a free sub. Nice. Sub hype. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, so Destiny Pro. What type of questions or anything do you have, or are you just looking for a quick account review? Just general, maybe change this or this. So you'll be doing account reviews on your lives? Yep, definitely. The one thing I hate about YouTube is you can't see what tier sub someone is. I think, can you? I don't think so. All good. I've been enjoying your content for years and want to give some love back. You know I appreciate it right now. You did everything you just did today basically is going straight to a video card. I've been trying to beat the campaign bosses, but I always fail. Okay, we can take a look at that. This is like the main focus to try to help build your team. How do we get a free account review? Well, Beast, you got a subscription, so you will be someone that does get an opportunity to get an account review. I'll be making a video on YouTube for members and stuff to know how to attach their information to Discord, and then you'll see a special Discord list to put your name in. What you'll do is you put your name in the list, and then you'll send me a DM with all your information. Looking for ice on them to get resources. Yeah, it's such a huge. Yeah. Man, what badge do you have, Giga? Oh yeah, you got Giga. Lord Giga's got the 2-year badge on Twitch. That's cool. YouTube don't know if you get tier subs. Oh, I guess that's kind of true. I don't know if I don't think it really matters to them. It's just you're a member or you're not. The tier is just bonus. How in depth is the review? If we're just doing account review, it's just going to be like 8 to 10 minute look at your account, jumping around, asking a couple questions, recommendations. The tier 3 subs that we're doing are more like the overhaul series that we started with TW's account, where we're actually going to make changes and make the account better so long as you give us free reign to try to make some changes and you have the resources to do it. But that's more the account overhaul, which is going to be much more in depth. That's going to be like 30-45 minutes, maybe multiple videos off of it, things like that. You've been stuck on the Void campaign too. Okay, we'll take a look at it. We'll see what we got. I almost went to go click on my account up top, so I have to make sure I grab the good old iPhone. So let's take a look at Destiny Pro. He's got a lot of questions. He's trying to figure out how he can beat campaign bosses better and, of course, the Void campaign. two of the most important things in the game right now. Yes, I know we have all these things unlocked. So I see a lot of check marks. We're almost through chapter 3. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. What wave are we stuck on? I was like, it's probably a Holmes Young wave, right? We all know the reason why Holmes Young waves are difficult, and that's because his CC and his poison potions are just ridiculous. Now, the bosses are barely getting cleared. Okay, so that's something we really need to focus on. If we can start beating the chapter 1 and chapter 2 bosses, that's going to help power up our account. And our account looks like this. Again, very good build order. The only thing that would probably help against something like the Holmes Young wave you are stuck on is going to be a Therapist of Blood Betty. However, Cores of Origin is a big deal. The Real Corbin gifted 10 subs on Twitch. Y'all going crazy tonight. I appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. If you got one of those subs, make sure you say thank you. And hey, if you guys come by the live stream, you might get one of those gifted subs, and then you might be entitled to a free account review in the future. So the Real Corbin wanted to make sure he was at the top of the gifted sub list on Twitch. He didn't like the Powell overtook him, I think. So, here's the thing. Oh, actually, you know what? You're on the right path. You almost have this to a noble core. Okay, so this is actually better than I thought. I was thinking this was going to be a Betty without a core at all. But yeah, the fact that it's already at 2 is a really big positive. So, of course, you have Destiny Transition 1 right here. Do you have any other cores of Origin? No, but that's actually kind of a proper play. This is actually refreshing. Again, I feel like just about every single player has a 1-star or higher Sword Flash Shia core, because when these first came out, most people still were kind of using a Sword Flash as one of their main heroes, so they just snagged it out of the first chest possible. I feel like almost everybody has done that, or they've used like the single shard chests that are only good for the first few. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I like the way you spread out your power mostly. If we take a look at your home, yeah, you've got the power associated. I would really love to see V3 plus on both the On Kirimaro and on the Aspen copy, but again, that's not horrible. The levels of your homes, yeah, it looks like you're taking them up until you need your master toolboxes, which is perfectly right. And yeah, all the master toolboxes still getting funneled to the main. That looks perfect. So this is really good because honestly, when you have this hero in the lineup, he has a core liberation, or she has a core liberation level 2 right now. Technically, when she's in combat, it's 3, because for every 3-star noble core you have in your lineup, it gives a +1 to the hero. You can see it right here when we jump in. Someone was asking me this the other day. When you take a look at our hero list, if you do this here and you come up here and you tap this, you see right down the middle here, it says level 2 +1. And you'll notice you have the 50% chance that the noble core will have, which is kind of cool. So really awesome. That's perfect. I imagine you're going to go for a noble core on her with whatever chest you have, and then get her to Destiny Transition in the future. In reality, you don't need to bring her up. What I would do on an account like this is probably just try to unlock Destiny Transition on a few different heroes. That will be good. You need to take a look at the power. So the biggest difficulty with the Void Invasion bosses is not having a giant killer copy. But again, this is VIP 6, but I imagine you're mostly free to play besides like a monthly card or something like that. So getting the Starry Gems to get a giant killer, probably out of reach. Your best bet is continuing to save your contract Starry Gems. Save up for not this week's gala, but next session that pops up, which might be next month. Fingers crossed, the middle of next month, we have a session. Maybe at Easter we have a Soul Awakening session, because that's in 4 weeks, and it might be a Wishing Point event again. I don't know. We'll have to see how it turns out, but that is going to be your best bet, and try to get a B+ stone and try to high roll. You might have actually done it with this one. Was this actually a B+ stone that you used? If you did, that's awesome, because you actually high rolled a really good attack roll on it. About 10 million attack. This is pretty solid. And yeah, Rui Scepter can be really good. However, running a melodic strings is going to be the better strategy if we're talking about the Void Invasion boss. I don't know if you have a melodic strings yet, but you need to either run a melodic strings or an antlers cane for the first boss. The first boss, as you guys know, if you don't win by round 6, you're going to be in some major issues. You've got one boss down. We could try it and see what happens. The problem is with this type of account, you have a lot of your power on the Theranos of Blood Betty, but you don't even want to use Betty on this one. Oh, you do have a melodic strings? Ah, okay, so you do. Well, the issue is going to be one of two things. You're going to use your Antlers Cane if you can beat the boss in around 5 or 6 rounds, but then you can't beat all the minions. You're going to use a Melodic Strings if you can't kill the boss before the end of round 6, essentially. That's going to be the strategy you want to go for. Let me see where the rest of your Stellar Shards are kind of assigned. Yeah, no, that's fine. I can see why you haven't put more power on your Aspen Tenant and your on Kirimaro Tenant, because you're still investing it in your main heroes, which is important. And you're still waiting to finish out all the tenant spots because you're waiting on more master toolboxes. So as far as what you're deciding to do, this is good. Again, going for a noble court, that's going to help you get further progression in Void campaign. And did you have an elusive mirror? Getting an elusive mirror, oh geez, of course it's going to do an update right in the middle of this, right? Good old event updates are here. Looks like iOS is actually live and it's only 8:12, so that's pretty quick for there. Did you have any other questions besides that? Yeah, if you don't have a mirror, investing in a mirror is going to be one of the best things for her, because number one, you want her to have 100 energy at the beginning of the Void campaign battles, and you want the Holmes Young to hit her first. That way you have a chance to CC the entire enemy wave. Now, granted, there are 2 Sherlocks, so some of that is going to get reflected back, but locking down as many of the enemy heroes as possible is very important for doing that. He has an Elena. The second boss shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, that's the one thing I was going to say too, is the second boss is usually more crowd control oriented. So running like her Noble Core can get you some advantages here. But if we're talking Void campaign, this is the tricky one. It's almost easier when there's 4 Holmes Young, because you're not worried about reflecting the CC. It's just waiting for the attack to hit Betty and then for it to go all in on that. So that's a really good thing too. But because there's Sherlocks, it does add a little bit trickery into that. So yeah, work on getting a mirror. I don't know if you had any chests currently sitting in here. Like you probably have one. Yeah, technically it has Auspicious Lucky Cat. Yeah, it looks like you only got one chest right now that has it. You can buy one here, so you can almost get a Splendid. Reality. I wish you could look at 2 stars and stuff like that. Really, any upgraded mirror will work, even if it's glittery. So right now you could get a glittery mirror for her, and that would be a pretty good upgrade. And that will help out a lot. So give those strategies a try. Go for a melodic strings and go very offensive on your Lord of Fear Aspen against the Void Invasion boss chapter 1. For chapter 2, probably use the same thing, except have a tanky team around you. Try to use the mirror on Betty, and chapter 2 might go very smoothly. With Betty with a mirror 2, you might actually clear the regular chapter 3, which then unlocks chapter 3 boss. That one might be a little too difficult for this account, but it might not be too bad. So let me know what you think. Got any of the questions? That kind of covers most of the Void campaign, at least. How are you, Barry? Love your content. Greetings from Germany. What's up from Germany? How's it going? And yeah, the real Corbin, thank you so much, man. I feel like people are having battles for the list now. So the real Corbin's up there with 12 gifted, Pals with 10, Aqua's with 5. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it so much. And then, of course, Soul with the 100 biddy donation that scared me half to death, and Pal with the 5,000 biddy donation that caught me off guard today, too. So thank you guys so much. Hey, and Aqua's here, too. What's going on, man? Thanks for the advice. I was really stuck on what to do. Yeah, honestly, just getting even just a glittery mirror should be enough to get you your progression. It still might be a little tricky, you know, of course. But yeah. Because as you guys know with the Holmes Young waves, like it's just you have to wait until they hit Betty on the first attack, and that's it. You've decided to buy a new account. Oh, Aqua, how much are you gonna spend on that account? I might be able to get you a deal. So if you guys didn't know, I do know a lot of people in the black market of idle heroes. If you're looking to buy accounts, I might have someone you can go to and say Barry sent you. It might cut you a little bit of a deal just because he likes me. Want to help me with the chapter 5, Barry, and bosses? In the future, yeah, we got one more account we're gonna do. We already promised today, so. Oh, Itachi. Yeah, Itachi's cool. Itachi's the one that usually does it. Around 600 euros. Oh, man. You know what you could do with 600 euros? Get me a new video card. Looks like you weren't here at the beginning, Aqua, but we had more crashes today, just like on Tuesday. I think I'm just gonna have to give in and get it done. All right, so who's up next? Who did I say it was? Mark, right? I bought from them too. Very nice and trustworthy. Yeah, Ziggy is the man for Starry Gems. Itachi does Starry Gems, and he also does accounts. So they are very, very trustworthy. I think that's you, Mark. You're here. Yeah, I see you, Mark. Are you still on right now? Oh yes, we got an iOS player. Or I mean an Android player. Perfect. It makes things so much easier. I get to do Android stuff. Yep, cool. Did you have any specific questions before we jump into it? Said you just want general tune-up and stuff, so that's cool. Looks like you're on a much newer account, which is kind of refreshing to. Tis very refreshing. One second. I'll be right back. Ah, there's 420. Got it on both YouTube and Twitch. Nice.
Got it on both YouTube and Twitch.
Thank you so much, man. That makes more sense because I feel like I see you more on Twitch than I do on YouTube. So yes, makes sense now. Makes a lot more sense. I'm glad we're getting through a lot of these account reviews and everything too. This is probably gonna be the last one for the night, just because I'm probably am going streaming. I don't know. I'm gonna end the stream so it's not on YouTube, but I might jump on Twitch and stream my Warcraft stuff. I'll see if the guildmates care if they're on. It's not like we're gonna have a ton of people anyway. Whew. Okay. We ready for this one? This is a general tune-up, and it's a level 172 account, so it's much earlier on. That's probably what, like a year? Probably like a year. Is that accurate, Mark? Around the 1 year mark? No, it's probably a little longer. And the 1000 biddies. I thought 1000 had a different notification too. The first one must be at 10,000 bits. No, it's at 5,000 bits. Yeah. 5,000, then 10,000, then 100,000. That's what it is. Okay. 8 months. Oh, okay. So I was actually that was not too bad. EverQuest 2 player tried to start Warcraft a few times, just didn't take to it. Season of Discovery, the classic version, is just absolutely awesome. Okay, let's get into it. Next up for our account reviews, we have Mark's account right in here. Now, this is a level 172 account, so this is a nice, refreshing look. This is something from a player that's been playing about 8 months. VIP 7 is right around $1,000 spent too, so you guys can kind of break that down over a couple of month periods. Pretty solid. Now, as far as heroes go, I see what you're doing, and what you're doing is pretty smart here. Now, we have the Elena at V4 sitting right here. I imagine you're just waiting to get to that magical 5 million again. You have quite a few stellar shards, which is nice to see. My guess is you are going to continue to save up and find a giant killer copy. Now, my question to you is, did you buy this one, or did you get lucky with a B plus stone? Or I should say, you got a B plus stone. You didn't quite get lucky. A lot of you guys are like, Barry, how is this not an A minus hero copy? Well, they add the rolls up, divide it by 3, and then you get a number. So if this is way low, which it is, it drags the rest of them way down. So yeah, sadly that's what it is. But overall, this is a very well built hero. Already have a noble core, and we have Destiny Transition unlocked, and then we're investing our stellar shards very, very intelligently. Oh, you bought it. Oh, cool. That's not bad at all then. Some sublimation right here. No cores of origin. Crown. Yeah, this is a very good solid start. Of course, you guys know my opinion on this. For the time being, this is actually not a bad play, because you in the early game you use Drake quite a bit. Down the road, you're going to want to swap to an Aspen copy. So eventually, when you do get an A minus, oh yeah, you bought the Aspen copy, not the account. Just want to clarify that. It's a very good copy. You probably got it for a pretty good cheap amount. You had an Eloise up until Chinese New Year. Cool. So yeah, what I would say is when you do finally save up enough of the resources here, because you actually have a lot to do this event as well if you decide to, because you even have you're kind of short on wishing coins. I'd save then. I wouldn't do this soul awakening session at all. But cores of origin are a very in-demand thing, because the one thing you are missing right now is that last tenant slot, and that's because you're just waiting to build Phantom to fire Elena. Which is smart, because honestly, building a Mockman is not really worthwhile. I have a couple copies anyway. Yeah, I mean, just waiting is probably the best bet. You definitely don't want to build an Asmodel. I mean, you can't anyway, so that's kind of where you are. And you do have an on Kirimaro, which is solid. But yeah, when you do eventually get a giant killer, because it seems like you're someone who's spending a little bit, what you can do is you can kind of just keep searching on the auction house. You already have quite a bit of resources going for this. You can probably snag something for pretty inexpensive. Your credit rating is very low, so I imagine you're doing this every single day, trying to get as many as over as possible. You can probably snag something for 15,000 or less. So that is probably your next best bet, is grab a giant killer copy. And then when you do build a tenant Aspen, well, you literally have an amazing tenant copy to throw in here. So that's very good. A question asked in chat, is the Gala worth doing? Absolutely not. So even though he does have 5,900, it would be better to save most likely, unless you just want to do the Gala by itself. Like if you want to do the Gala up to 300 points, I think that's fine. Going for 600 on an account this early, I think is a little negligent. Unless you are planning on buying even more starry gems, then going for 600 isn't the worst thing in the world. The one issue you're gonna run into on an account this early is most likely going to be hero copies. Maybe not. I keep correcting myself mid-sentence. It might not be worth, it might be worthwhile for you to do it to get some of these Aurora gems, because you're basically building him up right now. Yeah, because you need, if you get those 5 Aurora gems, that would bring you up to Origin, or up to Destiny Transition 3. That's as far as you're going to get right now. But what that does allow you to do is it does allow you to start getting potentially a core going on your Scarlet Queen Aura. Are these full chests? No, they are shards. More shards here. You have some sublimation, but yeah. That's going to be something you need to work on. No shards over here either. So working on that is going to be important. You did get this done. That's perfect. Yeah, those are going to be out of reach for a little while. Hey, cool. You got some I'm gonna say contract starter gems. Nah, you got plenty of those. So let's take a look at your campaign for where you're at. Yeah, that's kind of where I would expect it to. I just realized they use like the credit rating icon. Huh. So yeah, you are most like, well, that's interesting. You're stuck on a wave like this. Surprised at that. Granted, you only have 2 heroes, so it is very difficult to progress when you only have 2 heroes in your lineup because that means your damage dealer is very, very vulnerable. And it is tricky because there is a Russell, so he is going to be. Oh, jeez, yeah, it's a tough one for sure. The Russell's annoying because he's gonna put the dazzle. Ooh, wait, we actually took the Russell out. That's kind of good. Wow, we were dazzled and we still hit the target we wanted to hit. Ooh, wait a minute. End of round dot damage might kill us. Oh my gosh, we actually lived. No. Oh, that was close. You can definitely get a little bit further, that's for sure. His round 1 actives are absolutely powerful. Now, there is something else you could try doing, although I don't know if you have the artifact to support it right now. Yeah, a lot of these hits are wonky. You could try running like a Rui Scepter strategy because Rui Scepter in campaign is extremely strong. But I don't think you have any. I don't know if I would necessarily build it if you haven't already. Unless you just have a ton of chests, which, ooh, those are good chests. Don't use Rui on those. That's an awesome chest. Even that has elusive mirror. You could try a Rui strategy because you'd be surprised how many waves Aspen can beat with a Rui Scepter that he can't with a melodic strings. As far as the boss goes, yeah, this is just going to be a really tricky one as well because you have to have enough damage to burst down the boss before he can do. Crit damage, holy damage. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have everything looking right here, even for the boss. But again, the boss is going to be hard because you only have 2 heroes. Want to make sure you put him across from the boss in the back as well. Let's see what your damage actually looks like. Haunt is fine. Yeah, it's just he doesn't have quite enough damage. Let's take a look and see what your treasure train looks like too. The one thing that really enables you to clear this boss is Phantom Defire Lena and Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok. Those 2 really help, but again, you're still a ways away from that. You're just in a waiting game. As far as your treasure train goes, pretty solid. Good amount of stats. You got some holy damage, some crit damage. So you don't have those treasures maxed out, but you at least have them unlocked. And yeah, this is looking pretty good. For the VIP level you're in, this looks really, really good. Probably, wow, a lot of Festival 2024 treasures. Hero merch, that one could be used some. Yeah, getting that main damage could help. And of course, next time hero token comes around, that could be good too. But save these up. Make sure you use them when we have a new event. You do have a few artifact chests. Yeah. But this is close. It's close to having the power to make more campaign progress. Just keep idling. Just keep powering up your tenants. Get the Phantom's Fire Lena unlocked, and then you're just going to go up way high with that power. Because you're literally just waiting. Just waiting. I think I hear Lily. Lily's just not feeling good. I have almost max transition spawn. Oh, nice.
How much I gotta spend for you to game with me on a game of my choosing? Smiley face.
Oh man, that all depends on what game it is and if I have to spend to buy the game too. So I'm thinking in the future doing Fireball Fridays again. And I think on the wheel, I might actually play the game of that person's choosing during the Fireball Friday stream. Does that sound like a cool idea? Do you 420? Were you around when we used to do those? Can't remember if you were around when we used to do Fireball Friday. For a lot of you guys, probably don't know what it is, but we'll be making a return of that very, very soon. How do an account tune up? Rohias, just stay tuned. You're already a member, so you're gonna see a video pop up in your feed in the next few days telling you guys how to sign up for it. My favorite pastime. Yeah, it just really depends on what game, if I have to buy it and all that fun stuff. But if I put it on a Fireball Friday wheel, that'll be cool. Let you guys pick the game I play, and I gotta play with like viewers or something like that. Basically, play with that person and whoever else has a game that wants to join. I've never played 7 Days to Die, but I have seen a lot of content creators play it. It looks interesting. I've never been into those like survival type things. I'll probably be really bad at it, but I would be willing to try it. That I would be. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up for now, guys. Yeah, Fireball Friday, it'll make a return. You guys don't know about it, I'll probably talk about it in the weeks to come if you guys are interested in coming on by. Basically, it's like donations and memberships get spins on a wheel, and we do some funky things like eat those nasty jelly beans, take shots so that we get a little tipsy, and just some fun stuff too. Everyone's bad at first, but I'm willing to teach you. I'd probably buy it for you too. It's on Steam, right? You can gift stuff on Steam. I would probably only do something like that on Twitch and not on YouTube, but we'll see. I don't know. We might put it on YouTube too. I don't know. We'll start with like Idle Heroes and then transition to something like that. Yeah, it's like 30. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. We will be back tomorrow. We're going to do a ton of Soul Awakenings. If you want me to do your Soul Awakenings this weekend, hit me up on Discord. Yeah, Barry leaving us. I might start the stream back up for my World of Warcraft stuff on Twitch. I don't know. Keep an eye out. Might come back. Might not. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.